Welcome to the virtual museum in BibleInteract.com. Joshua has now passed away, and we're into the earlier periods of the judges. One of the first judges that we read about is Ehud. And Ehud was sent to pay a tribute to a Moabite king called Eglon. So you got Ehud and Eglon. Eglon has built a palace in the vicinity of what the Bible calls the City of the Palms, meaning, more than likely, Jericho. So it's on the west side of the Jordan, and it's in Israelite territory. They're way too close. So Ehud goes down to pay respects to the, right at this point, the Moabite conquering king, Eglon. And he says to Eglon, he says, I got a special word for you, and let's have a private audience, if you will. And Eglon leads him into a private room, and this is where Ehud takes a dagger, and he kills the king. In the Bible, it says that Ehud was a Benjamite person, a Benjamite judge, and a good Benjamite is always left-handed. Well, I can't say always left-handed or always good, but this case, Ehud was left-handed, and he made himself a cubit sword. Now, when we think of a sword, we think of something that's fairly long, like Crusader, but the biblical cubit is only 18 inches. So what I have in front of me is an 18-inch Israelite Ehud sword. And he takes this, you could say, weapon, and because he's left-handed, he puts it into his right side, underneath his garments, so when he has an audience with the Moabite king, it isn't detected. So when he goes into the private chamber, he takes out his dagger, and he stabs the king, who says, the Bible says, is very heavy, and the king's fat covers over the sword up to the hilts, and then Ehud gets away. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Because I don't recommend this. If you go to the airport, and if you're left-handed, stick your toe clippers in your right side. I think that's not going to work very well. But let me show you what a weapon looks like, a bronze weapon, a bronze blade looks like when it comes out of an archaeological dig. It has that green stuff on there. It's called a patina. So if you go to an antiquity dealer and they say, oh, what a lovely color patina that is, and it makes it worth more money because it looks like, oh, that's old and it's got age. That's what causes the patina. It's time in the soil. But when they bring something like this to the museum and they ask me to clean it so that it is displayable, so that we can show it at the museum, and we reattach the handle made of bone and the little limestone pommel in the end to keep your hand from sliding off, and it looks nice and neat. That green patina that I have to clean, I still call it crud.